They are not following me, they are following this rotten pear. So what I do is I drop the rotten pear. Immediately I drop the rotten pear, the flies leaves me alone. That's how beliefs are. There are some circumstances that keeps on following us wherever we go, just because we are carrying some belief systems, mindsets, and the way we see lives keeps on bringing certain situations back to our lives. Now, I bought this fish with my money. I cooked it. And while I'm cooking it, I wanted to eat it. A mindset told me you cannot eat it. If you eat it, it's bad. I started questioning the mindset. How is it that if I eat fish, it's bad? It was because that was how I was trained. It's not really because it is really bad. And there was a basis why it was bad then. But now, it's not wrong. It's my fish. Hi dear. Welcome to Eznavia Talks once again. Today we're going to talk about mindsets, belief system, and perspectives in life. Because these three are formed while we are in our childhood. They are formed in our childhood, but their impact is seen in our adult self, in our adulthood. The mindset we formed while we were children are still affecting us in our adulthood. What is mindset? I will explain what mindset is. Mindset is just how your mind is set to things. Do you think where you are going to sleep this night? No. Why don't you think about it? Because your mind has already been set to it. Did you think about where your toothbrush is this morning? No, you didn't think about it. Why don't you think about it? Because your mind has already been set where the toothbrush is. So mindset helps us to formulate a habitual way of thinking that helps our brain to focus on what really matters, so that on things that it has already formed as a habit, we don't need to think it over again. So mindsets are very, very good, but it's important for you to know that while you are in your childhood stage, there have been some mindset that has already been formed, which some are negative, many are negative, and they actually affect us in our adult life. It's expected that when we grow to our adulthood, we should start editing our beliefs, editing our mindset, and the way we see lives. When I was a child, they told us don't eat meat in the pot or don't eat fish in the pot. So if you eat fish in the pot, it's bad. Now I've grown to the extent of making my money and then buying fish, and I cook the fish, and the same mindset is still affecting me. It's still telling me you cannot eat fish in the pot. If you eat it, it's bad. This is fish. Now I bought this fish with my money. I cooked it, and while I'm cooking it, I wanted to eat it. The mindset told me you cannot eat it. If you eat it, it's bad. I started questioning the mindset. How is it that if I eat fish, it's bad? It was because that was how I was trained. It's not really because it is really bad. And there was a basis why it was bad then. But now, it's not wrong. It's my fish. You don't edit this mindset while you grow up. You will find out that you become a victim of this mindset, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. Whenever you find out that you have grown to your adult self, like you have reached the age of consciousness, whether at 18 or at 28, you have reached the age where you can make decisions and bear the responsibility of those decisions. I enjoin you to begin the journey of editing your mindset, your beliefs, and the way you see life before going for material things. As a matter of fact, material things follows your belief system, it follows your mindset, and it follows the way you see. Let me take an instance from the Bible. When Jesus Christ was saying you must have faith in God, that if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, be thou removed hence, and be thou taken thence, and it shall obey you. Now tell me, how does an intangible thing like faith commands tangible things in our physical world? Tell me, how does a physical thing move? How does a physical thing know when you actually believe what you're saying and when you don't believe it? So you see, there are spiritual realities that affect our physical world. Belief systems, mindsets are part of it. Your belief system controls your reality outside. If something is not going well in your life, You better begin to think about the things that you believe and the mindset that you harbor. For example, this is a rotten peer. If I'm going on the road and I'm going on the road with this peer, now flies will be following me. If flies are following me and I take a broom and I'm driving the flies away, that's not the right thing to do. The flies won't go. They are not following me, they are following this rotten pear. So what I do is I drop the rotten pear. Immediately I drop the rotten pear, the flies leaves me alone. That's how beliefs are. There are some circumstances that keeps on following us wherever we go just because we are carrying some belief systems, mindsets, and the way we see lives keeps on bringing certain situations back to our lives. But what I'm saying is that now we have grown to our adulthood, we ought to start to edit these stuffs. All of them, they ought to be edited so that we can be able to have our peace, so that we can be able to live a fulfilled life. Remember, your mindset, your belief system, and the way you see life is affecting you today, whether you like it or not. You don't choose what happens in your life, your mindset chooses it. You don't choose how your life turns out to be, your beliefs chooses it. You don't choose your reality, your perspective in life chooses it. But what you can choose is the belief. What you can choose is the mindset that you have. What you can see is the way you see life. But anyone you choose will be what will now choose the way your life will turn out to be. So it's very important that from today we take our beliefs serious, we take our mindset serious, and we take how we see life very, very serious. Thank you.